Is that like a royalty section over there?
Oh, man, guys. So,
Wow, things have changed around here, man. I'm not even getting into it, man. Holy smokes.
Just curious in terms of, have the day off, just today, how much you feel like that's just part of in the season trying to keep guys legs fresh, or is that what led to that, and then how you feel like that will impact, if at all, anything?
I don't see it impacting us in a negative way. We plan a lot of off days just based on travel, and then I just try to feel the group after the game, and I've thrown a lot of guys in the fire since we've had all these injuries. Guys are playing a ton of minutes, and just felt like we needed a day to get away, and we still had a crowded gym yesterday, so we rarely take the day and not have a bunch of guys in the gym, but it's more about trying to be smart with guys who are playing minutes way above their normal range, and then just feeling the group after a tough game in Milwaukee.
I was talking with Bianco, and he was saying like that big, I know you thousand minutes walking at the size. That's something that you feel like you continue to do, or does that just depend on the match?
It depends on what we think is going to help us have a chance to win games. When you're playing against teams like Milwaukee that, pose those kinds of challenges in the paint, you just want to try to counter that some way, somehow. It's not a group we're familiar with. It wasn't nearly as good or bad when I watched the film. In the first half, I thought it was pretty good. In the second half, it was just okay. From an offensive standpoint, you get caught in mud a little bit because those guys aren't used to playing. One of them isn't used to playing the floor, so not quite sure about what it's going to look like going forward. I think it's all of it. And then there's just the, ratcheting up your ability to play playoff basketball and just take somebody out and go get a board. Like that's what it is this time of year when you're playing against bigger guys. Some of it was bad bounces. There was one short shot, hit the bottom of the rim, hit the backboard, went right to Serge, and he just lays it up. I mean, those are ones you can't do anything about. But a lot of it is, or some of it is scheme too, and the ability to get under your man and fight him before the, ball hits the rim. I think we were a bit slow on that on some occasions, but it's something that we certainly don't want to become a trend. And when we focused on it, we've been pretty good. So I suspect we'll get better at it because it has been a point of focus for us.
Landry's hit a lot of shots lately, but also been a lot more aggressive. It seems like he's become a lot more comfortable playing in 4-5, because I know it's an adjustment from figuring out where to fit in, not stepping on guys' toes.
Yeah.
How does he do his comfort?
I mean, he seems to be more comfortable. I think, being off as long as he was, he gets beat up a little bit. He just got back after All-Star break. So the first game in OKC was his first 5-on-5 in a while. I think you're just starting to see him not just shoot the ball well, but get into the kind of conditioning that we need him to be in. And then his minutes went up, so he went from 0 to, playing 20 plus, close to 30. That's a lot on guys, based on all the rest and recovery data that I'm being forced to look at all the time. I told you, load management, or it's a trucking company in Texas, man. I don't know what that is anymore. It's unbelievable.
Jay was saying after the game,
Yeah.
Focus on that, want to start fast in the game. What kind of move
It's all you can do. The mood was really good. We always have great energy in our practices, and shoot around was sharp this morning. Our guys have been in so many big games for our time in Phoenix, from the bubble to last year. I mean, they've been in those kinds of games before, and we have vets who've been there long before they got to Phoenix, so they know how to turn the page. We didn't make a lot out of it the other day. Obviously, I mean, there's some memories there, but it's like, what can you do about all that? We lost the game. I thought we played well. We didn't make a few plays down the stretch, talked about it, and then we just turn the page and get ready to play a hungry team tonight.
After a game like that,
You're going to ask me about the game again? I thought we just turned the page, man.
as far as communicating with Chris and Devin, I know those guys are probably very vocal, even
Sure.
away from the team with that.
Yeah.
Kind of like how were the conversations as far as this year, is it just kind of
Both. I mean, they're both watching, and their input is valuable. Chris he's proud of the way Cam is playing. And they're all excited about the confidence that guys are playing with. That's going to help them when they get back. And we don't want anybody to defer or, turn it down, if you will, when they do come back. I think that's what those guys are excited about, but they're just anxious to get healthy. I think that's the feel for all of our guys who are out, which is a bit of a laundry list right now, but I think they just want to see their guys do well and win.
Coach, we just had John Gabriel put in the Magic Hall of Fame last week. What did he mean to your relationship with the team?
I mean, he was the GM that allowed me to somewhat restart my career. I had a bad injury when I left San Antonio, and it didn't work out for me in Denver. And Gabe took Doc's word, and I had 3 productive years here. So I'm forever grateful to Gabe. And this is one of the more fun times of my career, being here in Orlando. And I owe a debt of gratitude to him for, trusting me. And not just on the floor. Being here allowed me and my family to get involved in the community with frontline outreach and some other things. So I was happy to hear the news that he was able to be inducted. He was a fixture here for a long time, and I hope the fan base understands that, that era of Magic basketball was pretty cool. The players he brought in, the coaches. You're talking about some of the best to ever coach and dress. So I'm happy for him. He meant a great deal to me, and I'm thankful for my time here, because a lot of people thought it was, just Doc because of my relationship with him and playing with him. But, Gabe was somebody who believed in me and allowed for me to reestablish my career, and I'm grateful for that. All right. Thank you.